at Acrisure Stadium. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. Trucks over him. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that, but that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
An inside give, Brown. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. The Steelers at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they come in riding high, just one loss in their last 7 games.
And I like the way that this team is winning football games because they're doing it the way that coaches love to preach. Penalties at a minimum because they've been very disciplined, very focused in their business.
On second down, this is Harris. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 44. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll be marked inchy. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
It's a gain of 4, and it gets them the first. Big conversion. They were backed up deep to start the drive, able to pick up the first.
So the goal is at least a first down here, right? Pick up a first down, give yourself some breathing room, and if you have to punt after that, maybe you've helped with field position and you've helped out your defense.
And avoided a 3 and out on their opening drive. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. This defense for the Steelers, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Chubb. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
Sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
Throwing to start the drive. Whitaker on the right side. This is Austin with a catch. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Back to throw now on first down. Austin is there and brings in another one. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Harris running straight ahead, and he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
And on 3rd down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. Operating from the gun, Whitaker. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Now a give, running left is Harris. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Whitaker to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Whitaker. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his left. And his throw here's incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. In motion left, that's Cooper. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Shifts past him at the 45. There he goes, left side. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Now the extra point. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Whitaker.
Out route, and he connects with Freiermuth.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Throwing on first down. Whitaker. And he finds Austin complete. And he's got room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten him down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Brown will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. For it with Harris, and he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1, and the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Browns drive about to get started. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
To throw on second down, Whitaker. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
If you rank 1 from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team, 1 from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they've got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know, they're 31 of 32. They better be careful, or they're going to be top 30 in the league. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16. Operating from the gun, Whitaker. He'll let it fly for Austin. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
Ready.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Out to his left. He finds his man. Complete. It's Fletcher. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
Down. Go, 38. Black block.
And trouble trying the middle here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And again, it's Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Slot man moves right. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right.
They'll set up the screen for Nwangu.
And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team right on the midfield stripe. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Whitaker. He rifles one that's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. The 20.
And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
It's a quarterback sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Browns would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On 1st and 10, Whitaker completes it to Austin. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Browns. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
191 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Cooper, the man in motion left. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now Brown. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where The coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if Bobby kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
That's caught. He gets it out to Austin.
Across midfield before going out of bounds.
9 yards. And the Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Whitaker. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Whitaker.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 81 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now a throw here, hauled in. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. On the give, this is Harris. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Harris. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They'll look to throw here. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
To throw on second down, Whitaker.
A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth.
That one a first down pickup of 8. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
On first down, Whitaker. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Here's Harris. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Back to throw. Whitaker. He finds his man. Complete. That's Austin. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun, Whitaker. And this is incomplete.
Pat Freiermuth, the intended target.
And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
To throw on 3rd down, Whitaker. Under pressure, and down he goes. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line.
Man, 206 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Second down, here's Chubb again.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting up.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Levi Wallace with a pick.
And the Steelers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, Sometimes just hold on to the football and take the hit.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Here we go. Here we go.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. They said their goal was to win 7 games. They've done that pretty early in the year.
I think it's time for them to elevate that number and really make a big push to finish the season strong.